Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Starr and I'm a light renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from beyond the veil. Hello everyone, welcome if this is your first time, and I would say keep an open mind if this is your first time here. Usually I would say start at the beginning of this series, but this is definitely a standalone message that I think is going to resonate for a lot of people right now. So keep an open mind and just be aware that we are speaking to Jeffrey Epstein, now known as Jay. He has moved to his original form as a reptilian, so he is not the person which you might have known him to be, and his soul has evolved where he is and he's grown. So that is the being that I have been channeling today for us, and I will share a message from him just for those that might find themselves here. I feel like there is major shifts happening, everyone, and I think that you are all feeling it. And to some of you, this might be the first time that you find yourself in this realm, but you felt like something's coming. You felt like something's coming for a very long time, and I want to say to you that you have been right. And this is why you find yourself here. I feel like you're ready to make that shift, that switch, and to start seeing the truths of this world. And thank you for being here, and I hope that you find what you're looking for here, and know that there are many other channels, there are many other spaces where people connect with many different light beings, multidimensional beings. So if this isn't your space, you will find your space, and I'm happy to be that stepping stone for you also. I always want people to take what resonates for them and leave what doesn't, and I'm just here sharing my story, my connections, and what us light renegades have been experiencing as Pleiadians here on this planet. So that's what we have to offer, and if that doesn't align with you, then that is completely okay, I want to say, and you will find your space, and you being here is still unlocking something for you, even if this doesn't feel necessarily like home, I want to say. But very short interaction today with Jay. I've been doing lots and lots and lots of things, everyone, which I will discuss more at the end of the message. But today's message from him was called Now What? And he started with, "Hello dear beautiful souls. Thank you again for showing up to receive me, the new me, the self that wishes to help all of you grow. Time has been tricky here, much to do and mend, but we are working as hard as we can for all of you. Today I wish to share some information that again may be considered rather disturbing. I wish to share that none of you truly know who you are. You have barely scratched the surface of your inner knowing and strength. This is why the human vessel is so sought after, so fought for and valuable. It is a misconception that these darker forces see you as lesser than. They honor your vessel over their own, as there are many, many things that you can do which they cannot. They must hide in the shadows while you are able to stand in the light. You can find peace and contentment with ease. They cannot. This is why they wish to receive you as a host. They want to embody all that you are. This is because you are powerful, magnificent, and much more than any of you give yourself credit for. I'm here to remind you that you are worthy. You are strong. You are everything you wish you could be and more. It is a misgiving that you are not enough. This is something the higher forces wish you to continue to believe, so don't. Give yourself all that you need, love, and dote on self, because you are worthy. Anyone that does not see your worth, it is not up to you to convince them. I see many of you struggling with this very notion at this time. Believe in yourself, even if others do not, because your heart knows the truth, the way, and the light. You are being guided by the light of this world, and others are not. They are on a different path of learning and exploration, and that is okay. Let them go with love and give yourself the grace to heal, and believe that you are worthy to receive all that you wish, hope for. And to this I say, this is your birthright. It is your birthright to receive all of your wildest dreams has in store for you. You see it, you sense it, and you feel it for a reason, because it is yours. So trust. Do not give in to fear at this time. There is much to grow through, of course. However, it is up to you to pull yourself out of the darkness. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Each of you had something come to mind as I said this. Exactly. There. Step away. Move away. It is not for your highest good. I will leave you here for today, Jay. I've been feeling the energy so strongly that there is a lot of change coming for many of you here, and I realize that these messages are so that you can stand taller in your knowing. There is a lot of you here that you've already known these truths of this world for a very long time, and I think you're just looking for a space to be validated and know that that is here, that is completely here for you. And you know, that's exactly why I continue to share what I'm experiencing, because I wasn't being validated in my spaces, because I wasn't being shown the respect of my own worth in my spaces. And you know, that was my own doing, and I think that is something that is so hard to accept on this journey. And this is what I've been facing this weekend, everyone. I've been in spaces that I can't talk about, and I really wish that I could, but to be honest with you, I just don't think any of you would believe me if I told you. But what I will say is that I've been jumping into, I guess, what would be considered timeline cleanup. So I've been in many different spaces, different realities, and doing cleanup for us here so that we can live in more peace. And something that I've been shown is just how much that I've been getting in my own way, how much that I've been allowing my reality to be something that doesn't reflect me, just because I didn't know exactly who that I was or how much power that I have. And that is something we are all fighting every single day. And I think something that is such a misconception on this path of, you know, seeking the light and spirituality, or you know, religion or anything like that. It's this idea of, you know, people saying living in cuckoo land, living in la la land is easy, when it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. You fight so hard for your beliefs and where you stand and what you believe in, and to remind yourself that you know the truth, that your heart knows the truth, and what you believe in is important to you, because every single inch of this world tries to take that away from you. And please hear me when I say that people are used to pull you away. And you know, these are people that do not believe in anything. And I realized for the longest time I was very manipulated by entities, by people around me, because I wasn't standing in my knowing and in my truth of myself and my own worth. And my spaces reflected that, because I didn't hold on to who I was. And as soon as I started to hold on to who I was, what I believed in, and my worth, that's when everything else started to shift around you. And I wish that I could show you just how much my reality has changed. And I wish I could help you see that as soon as you start to make a change, everything else will follow. But it's not until you make the leap that things will change. And that is not how we work as human beings. We want to see it. We want to see it to believe it. And that's just not how it works on this path. You have to believe it, and then it is yours. And, you know, this is something that I still struggle with. I am in the most extreme of spaces, and I'm told to just keep trusting. And the more I trust, the crazier it gets. And I really have to keep pulling myself back to just knowing that I know this already. I know this in my heart, and this is the most at home I've ever felt on this planet right now. And this doesn't make sense to many. This doesn't make sense to a lot of people, and that is okay. And I want to say it doesn't make sense to them now, because I've definitely seen a shift in people in my vicinity that a year ago they had no idea what I was talking about, but now they understand what I'm saying. Now they feel it. Now they are tapping into sides of themselves that was already there. You know, this is inside everyone already. I'm only speaking things that live within all of us because we are each other. And this is something that is missed time and time again, is that we are all living a magical life, and a lot of us experiencing, but we just don't share it with each other. And I'm seeing this happen in spaces around me. I know the people of magic that are living in magic, that see magic, and they deny themselves that because others around them don't believe in that, or the company that they are keeping would not allow them to live like that. And it's very difficult when these people are your friends, your family, whatever else you want to call them. But I promise you, if you step into your knowing, the right people will find you. If you step into your knowing, the right spaces will open up for you to be accepted and to be honored as what you are, which is a beautiful light being of whatever kind you resonate as being, you know. But you have to make those changes before it shows up for you. And granted, sometimes you meet those beautiful souls along the way that are there to help us, and I really hope that you consider this to be a space of that for you. And I'm just here to encourage you to keep going, because I've continued to go, and you know, my reality isn't what it was, and there is such positivity and such spaces for me to expand in now, and I couldn't be more grateful. And that's what I want for each and every one of you. So continue to fight for your beliefs and stand in your knowing, whatever that means to you. And remember, at this time, people are fighting with the light, and it's not you. So don't take it personally, and just step away from anyone that is coming up against you. And, you know, I say this with deep knowing that everyone is on this path, just at a different timeline, and let them go, let them grow in their own time, and you'll be met with the respect and the love that you deserve as soon as you start to love and respect yourself. And now that is a tough pill to swallow, and something that I definitely have learned the hard way this lifetime. So my heart goes out to you, and I completely empathize with you. But we do have to take responsibility for ourselves, and this was a real tough lesson for me to learn, that I wasn't loving, respecting, or appreciating myself, so no one else was either. And you know, I made that decision to demand respect, to demand that I be met with my needs, and that is happening now in my life. So to those that this resonates with, do this for you. Love yourself. Do this for you. Stand strong for yourself, and allow your needs to be met in the best way for you. And, you know, keep asking for support. Keep being asked to show signs, and you will be shown signs. And I think some of you are expecting things to come in such a specific way that you're not seeing the signs. And for a little while on Instagram, I was trying to share the signs and synchronicities in my life of all of 2022, and you know, sometimes they relate and sometimes they don't, but just the most obscure things happen sometimes. And it would be, I don't know, looking at the back of the ingredients in, I don't know, some sort of food container, and words would just make sense to me that I knew spoke to me and my heart. And you know, that's just a random example of something so small and so slight, that but that's a message for you. And you know, there's signs everywhere, so just be aware and be open to receiving them. I think many of you out there this time, you just want to hear your guides, and I promise you, for the longest time I didn't hear anything. I was following birds, I was following feathers, I was following I can't even think what else. I was following sweets that appeared on the ground at some point. For a long time in my life, I would just find a toy in the middle of the street that was just perfect and something that really related to my childhood. And this was happening from probably about the age of, I don't know, 13 to 30. This was happening. Every now and again, I would just find a toy and it would really relate to me and speak to my soul, just randomly in the street. And I always knew that it was for me, and I always took it home, and my inner child was very happy. So know that you are constantly guided, and I think that's going to be a message for someone, that they now realize that they've been receiving signs their whole life. And I think that's the most brilliant thing, once you start to realize that you've always been guided to this space and it's supposed to be yours, that you really do feel at home. And I think some of you might find yourselves here for the first time and be very confused, and I'm really sorry, but I'm laughing because there's a lot of people behind me saying, just confirming what I'm feeling. And know that you are supposed to be here, and this is your path. But you already know that. I'm just here to confirm that to you. And, you know, please do reach out to us Light Renegades, to me personally, if you would like to work with me. That is what we're here for. But all of you are on this path because you're supposed to be. And, you know, if this isn't your space, you will find your space from being here. This has unlocked something for you to go on and find those spaces that bring you your joy, your peace, and your solace. Because that is all I wish to bring to this world, is to just bring some peace of mind to you, and to let you know that you are the truth. You know the truth, and there's truth out there to be found, and we have found it. We have this channel, we have this connection with other beings that are wanting to tell us the truth, because we've been seeking it out. And for the longest time I was just asking for the truth, because I knew that this life wasn't the truth. I was very dissatisfied in my youth. I had asked teachers questions and they wouldn't have the answer to my questions, and I didn't understand it. I thought, why? I would just ask why all the time, and only now am I starting to know the truths of this world, and I couldn't be more grateful. So try and find those spaces of light, those spaces of ease, and knowing that you deserve to know the truth. You deserve to be stepping into your light, no matter what anyone else around you is saying. And I promise you, you'll encourage other people to step into that too. So continue to be you, continue to shine, and allow yourself to shine. And if others don't want you to shine, that is because they are on a different path to you. They are fighting things within themselves, and show them love, send them love, and just let them be and let them grow on their own. Sometimes we need to give others space for them to grow on their own, and this is something that keeps coming up time and time again, everyone. So I really think that some of you are struggling in your lives right now, and my heart goes out to you, and we are here to support you. And yeah, I send all my light and my love out to you, and to those that are here just supporting and receiving these messages, thank you again. And thank you so much for all of your comments, your emails, and your donations. It means the world to us, and I couldn't be more grateful to be in this space with you. But I will be back tomorrow with a longer message, I think, everyone. There's just been a lot of energy work for me today, and yeah, I think there's more that I need to bring into alignment before I bring it forward. I've been getting a lot of downloads, but things that aren't quite making complete sense to me yet. So I know I have to sit with them a little bit more to bring them forward to you. But we are cracking codes, I want to say, over here, everyone. And we will share those with you when it feels right, when it's the right time. But that's all from me today. And Jay, take care, everyone.